Okay, now I remember how I started off last time. It was human beings are opportunists. And I was like, I know I can use my own mind. So there we go. I know I can use my own mind. Right? I don't gotta listen to what everybody else said. I can see what's right and what's wrong. I can see what's good and what's bad. I can see a truth. I can see a lie. I can see an inconsistency. Right? So if I use my own mind and I ask myself, this term, no one is above the law. Is that the truth? You know what I'm saying? And knowing that we're human beings and we're opportunists, it's really to understand that there's a nature to everything. You know what I'm saying? As a nature to it. So you don't have to believe the lie unless you really want to. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you see the inconsistencies and you see and you understand that people will lie to your face confidently again and again so they can continue to have an opportunity that you may not even be able to conceive. And that's just a whole nother conversation. Um, so back to nobody is above the law. Right? Now, I'm going to Breonna Taylor, and they fit to give her family, I guess, some millions of dollars, right? That's cool, you know what I'm saying? She'd be able to, or her family will be able to live better, you know what I'm saying? Have more opportunity in life and to have somewhat less stress. Um, I feel like that's not justice, though. That's paying your way out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we want some adjustment to the people who took her lives, some accountability. And when I say an adjustment to their lives, if an ordinary person that's underneath these laws and nobody's above the law, they should be punished with the law accordingly. But they had this thing called immunity, right? And somebody I know used the term state sanctioned genocide. And I believe they've been committing that with uh, uh, it's immunity, right? Um, so if nobody's above the law, right? Um, and if your life isn't in danger, and I also believe, this is my own personal belief, but I know it's some other people's belief as well, especially the way I heard it, when I reference it, can't remember, I can't pinpoint it, but it has to do with shooting somebody in the back. Now, somebody got shot in the back recently, looked like me, my color, I should say, right? 7 times. You feel me? And I want to say it's in war. You're not supposed to shoot in the back. Like somebody has to point a gun at you to shoot them. You know what I'm saying? And if you shoot them in the back, it's cowardly. You know what I'm saying? And living in a world where they say nobody's above the law, and you could escape accountability. Like here's a perfect example. There's a white man who raped his 3-year-old daughter in multiple rooms of his mansion, and he got off on probation. Go look that up. Like, okay, a lot of things that I say too. That I might say, you need to go research on Google. Okay, don't just take my word for things. But these are all my references. This is like how I think. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let you know. I'm just gonna talk. I'm gonna say what I want to say. I don't care about time. You know what I'm saying? Because Breonna ain't got no more time. Um, Surprisingly, Jacob got some time, right? Uh, Sandra ain't got no time. Now, we know something bad happened to Sandra, like, because that wasn't supposed to happen like that. And then there's still no accountability in what happened to her. You feel me? So, but nobody's above the law, right? And then you also think about I jumped the Willy Bow. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have to pop Willy Bow like that. But they all had immunity, right? And I mean, it's the truth to truly understand that they playing this game with us. You feel me? And it's references that's how you. I hate to say this word because it's gonna turn people off. Okay, that's another thing we'll come and say before I say the word. I'm gonna say this. Certain words have certain feelings to them. You feel me? And they have a good emotion or a bad emotion. They have a good reference or a bad reference. And the references that you think about are the references that you've been influenced by. And if you've been watching TV and listening to the radio, listening to the radio, watching TV and going watching movies and stuff, like these are coming from people. I'm not gonna say they're coming from. I'm just saying you're susceptible to those references more than anything else. Depending on how much you think outside the box or you read different things, but then you still got to think about um, publication and who allows what to be released and who allows what to be said on, you know, look up, the definition of propaganda. Um, because you can see where I'm going with this when I said that word. Because, you know, like I said, all words have meaning to them and all of them have a emotion to them. But no, I didn't say meaning to them, but they do. That's the main thing. And a lot of people don't understand the meanings and definitions of words. They just have an emotion to them. Just like regime and administration. You know what I'm saying? That's a new reference for me that I heard. Um, and how people feel when you say those two different words about two different governments. And that word too, bam, I done went political on you. You know what I'm saying? But nobody's above the law. Is that not political? With okay, we go into your boy and popping 3 people, killing 2, puts up some, I guess what I saw, a hand sign or some shit like that, and whatever, and went home and went got his bed. You feel me? And anything about the other white boy who and when I say I white boy, that's a reference. That's just, you know what I'm saying. Uh, it's not meant in an negative way. You know what I'm saying? So I clear that up because that's a reference that somebody would try to spin. So I'm gonna try. No, I'm gonna be real. You feel me? And I'm gonna explain myself when I say certain things. And I probably won't catch 100% of the things that I say that'll make people feel that way. But if I feel that um, someone has made a point to where I continuously do something or make it seem this way with my actions or my words, and I'll try to clear it up. I try not to be that way because I definitely um, want to be a loving, neutral person if someone is actually trying to be the same way. Um, and that's something we say too. You know, uh, it's all in psychology. It's all about how people mind think. It's all about the natural. That's a natural thing people say is when they in between thoughts, right? So we back to your boy going home, right? And it's going to sleep in his bed after he done kill people, you know. And if any other person had a gun like that, did something like that, they might have been shot on the spot. You feel me? Especially if they was darker in tone, it's like color, tone, whatever. You know. Um, but nobody's above the law. You know what I'm saying? Going to Pizzagate, going to this election. You know what I'm saying? Uh, People are naturally racist, especially when, no, I say racist, prejudice. Correct myself. People are naturally prejudiced. Racist has to do with being able to control you with the power that I have. So everybody is fucking prejudiced. Some less than others. Some, like myself, I think about things and I'm prejudiced in my mind, but I always remember to give myself the reference of not everybody is the same. Not everybody lives the same life. Not everybody makes the same decisions. So how could I choose to be prejudiced out loud, but then it's really about judgment and discernment, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are the same. But like I said, not all people are the same. So so that's gonna go over somebody's head. And so I'm gonna try to drill it in one more time that everybody lives different lives, everybody makes different decisions, but a lot of people make the same decisions. But that does not mean everybody is the same, because we're not. We all will not make the same decision, but many of us will make the same decisions. But not all. Do you get that? Right. So Um, Going back into nobody's above the law. So many people escape accountability. Just like, uh, okay, so I'm trying to reference his name because there's so many of us that get uh, disappeared off this earth. When I say disappeared, I know smart people are going to reference China, right? Okay. So, Ahmad, um, after they killed Ahmad, they went home and went to sleep. And the way they did it, the way it was in the street in broad daylight, and many people saw this, and nothing happened. But nobody's above the law, right? Why would you be able to say, and why am I, it's so many millions of people who want to hear this reference. I can shoot anybody I want in the middle. I won't say anybody I want. I don't think he said that because that's definitely not true. Because not anybody you want, but I can shoot somebody in the middle of Fifth Street and nothing happened, or I'll you know what I'm saying. And I'm sure that wasn't word for word uh, uh, statement quote. Okay, but excuse me, because I got manners. But that was natural, right? And that's what I'm talking about. The nature of things. Now, if you control everything, the nature of you having to take responsibility, and the people like you, look like you, having to take responsibility and be accountable for things you won't have to. I mean, what's the nature of people who hang people from trees and smile and got to bring their kids to watch? You know what I'm saying? What's their mindset? And what's their references to, you know what I'm saying? And where did they get that from? You know? And knowing that references don't leave uh just like grandma, grandpa, great grandpa, they references that they teach their children, they just talk about, they talk freely, they don't just disappear. You know what I'm saying? It don't just not it's not talked about. You know what I'm saying? That's not natural for it to disappear. You know what I'm saying? From how many generations it's been into this now. It may not be politically correct, but nobody's above the law, right? So that's the biggest lie in America.